In this video, we're going to cover how to run the CSV APR 2018 export. Under HMIS reports, hover over HUD/HMIS reports. Then, under exports, you should see CSV APR 2018. You can also find this report by using the search bar near the top of the page. There are certain report criteria that you will need to select before you can run the export. First, set your report date range. What I have here might be different than what you might enter yourself based on your grants. Your organization should already be selected for you. Then, select the grant program, HUD COC, and the grant component. It's not necessary to select the grant, but you can by clicking on the checkbox. For this example, I will leave that unchecked. Then, select the program you are running the export for. Filter by the program. You will need to run one report for each HUD COC program that you have. It's also a good idea to generate a validation file in case there are data corrections that need to be made. Checking this box will simultaneously run the APR, ESG, and DQ detail export zip file along with your APR. Click Run Export on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen when you're done. You will be taken to the Export Encryption box. You have two options here. If you leave the Encrypt Export box checked, you will then be asked to create a password. It doesn't have to be your client track password, but it can be. When you go this route, what is actually downloaded is a small .exe or executable file that extracts the files into a zip folder, and I'll show you what that looks like a little later. If you uncheck the Encrypt Export box, then you get this warning message, and you will need to check the box below it in order to continue. When you go this route, then what downloads is the .zip file. There are no additional steps to go through, and this is the option that you want to go with if your computer has a security setting that does not allow it to download executable files from the internet. Regardless of what option you choose, you are still responsible for the security of the data you download. Leave the Include Header row in CSV Files box checked and the Always Quote CSV Values box unchecked. Click Done to start the export. You will be taken to the Files on Server page. Now, you can already see here that I have my files, but typically these files can take an hour or longer to download. While the data is downloading, you can use the system as normal. You can come back to this page by clicking on the Files on Server menu option. Notice the difference between the two types of files. This one has .exe at the end, and this one has .zip. Please be aware that Sage will not accept the .exe file as it is. You will need to go through an additional step. You may also see a preload file. Ignore this file as it doesn't contain the CSV files that you need. Click on the paper and arrow icon to download the file. I will start with the .exe export. You will need to input the password you created. Check the box that says I assume responsibility for the security of the extracted files. And then you can select where the files will download by selecting the little ellipsis icon on the far right. I suggest that you place them in a folder that you create before running the export. Click Extract. Once these files are sent to the folder, you will need to zip them by clicking on the first file, holding down the Shift key, and clicking on the last file. Right-click on the highlighted files, Send to, Compressed Zipped Folder. Go ahead and rename your new zip file, and this zip file is what you will upload to Sage. Let's go back to the Files on Server page. If you did not go the encryption route, then what actually exported was a zip file. Download the file. It will likely be sent to your Downloads folder, but you can move it to another location on your computer. But once the file is downloaded, you are ready to upload it to Sage. Thanks for watching.